Okay, wanted to film a quick tutorial about what you want to do when you first come to m2member.com. You're going to register here as a new member to obtain your passcode. Then you're going to come back here to the login section and actually access the site. Once you're into the site, there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's going to take you quite some time to really digest all of this material. But basically here in the first section, there's a brief description about the phases that we go through at M2 Fitness Pros and in our online advanced fat loss programming, which is the cleaning house phase, which basically takes about 4 weeks for most people to get a handle on. And then we go into another 4-week phase, level 2, which can be 4 to 8 weeks. As far as really honing in on some of those skills with some of the tools that I teach you. And then of course, it can go on to the next level, which will be more of an athletic training or also possibly competition for you. You have across the top several different resources, but here in Module 1, our very first concern is that you understand the Clean House audio series and that you spend some time. There's a series of audios with a quick nutrition crash course which will help you understand some of what I talk about in the audio. So if you're not a big fan of reading a lot, you might want to just kind of go through this, in your spare time, okay? However, besides that, then you have the Clean House audios. You have 10 of them, and they're about 5 minutes in length. Those I would highly suggest you go through in the first week. The next step is to go right into the templates that are designed here in the 20 Ways to Lose Fat Fast. This will give you what you need as far as information regarding baseline understanding with what we'd like to see you start eating like. There's a PDF attached to it, and here it is. I'm going to just reduce it a bit here so you can see it. Quick Start Guide will start out with some suggestions, and I would take these very strongly. And this also kind of helps you understand what a baseline menu might look like. Oatmeal, salad with seafood, chicken, lean red meats. Ideas here, olive oil dressings. You want to increase your fiber intakes through, fresh food or frozen food. If it's not, forget about it. Shoot for a minimum of 30 to 40 grams of fiber, so on and so forth. So read this list, okay? Here's some standard rules of engagement so that you understand what you want to shoot for as your general thing to do. Maybe this, first couple of days work on item number 1 and number 2. And then the next couple of days work on these other items, and then work your way through this so that you have this mastered in the first 2 weeks, okay? Next step is the part 2 action. And in the part 2, you'll have, it pops up here real quick. Let me go through this way. Part 2, again, another video and your PDF. So you can go to the PDF, you can load that and also quickly look at it. It looks as though they're both carrying the same, but the second part of that video goes into discussion about the cardio. And this is where people need to put in some baseline elements. Now, if you're, injured, extremely overweight, or have more weight, or, things that we need to pay attention to these items here first before you start going through the rest of the site, okay? So let's use that as a starting point for yourself, and then we can move forward from there. And from that point, I talk about the multiplanar warm-up and the traveling drills. So these, in addition, you need to learn these because you're going to be doing these every morning, every afternoon, every evening, whenever you work out, as a first step. All right. Then I'll put some other videos together as we go through some of the other resources available. Okay. All right. Have a fantastic rest of the day.